all yours.
All right, greetings, Speed fans. Welcome in to Game Over Cancer. This is it. This is Super Metroid by Solid Snake 1982. My name is the Hockey Towner, and it gives me great privilege to do commentary on Snake's run of any percent in Super Metroid. Snake, how are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing really well, Hockey. I can tell you're ready for some amazing Super Metroid action, and I am so happy to be here today demonstrating my love for one of the greatest video games of all time, and that's Super Metroid, buddy. I just wanted to talk and say thank you about the game for a little bit. This is kind of like a super safety route. As you can see, we have a 1 hour, 10 minute estimate. Sub hours, something that I was striving for a long time, and I recently reached it in my runs. So this is a very optimal kind of safe strat, and I kind of like to introduce it as like something almost anyone can learn. So you'll see an ammo pickup before the Dragon fight, and that's kind of like a super safety ammo pickup that a lot of players normally won't have. So that's kind of like the big safety feature that's been added in here. Other than that, that's all I have to say. Thanks to Strizer and Simply Azuma and Kultaho and all the organizers and all the other runners in the marathon. And here we go. I'm going to give a little countdown. Hockey, whenever you're ready.
I'm ready, Snake. I've been waiting all week for this one.
All right.
Go for it.
Here we go, brother. 3, 2, 1.
All right, here we go, everybody. Super Metroid. We're starting off on Sirius Station, the bastion of all types of scientific research in the galaxy in which this game takes place. Who knows what that galaxy is called? All we know is it's home to Samus Aran, the most famous bounty hunter. And she's answered the distress call. She's going to Sirius Station. She's finding some dead scientists, but she's also finding a baby Metroid. But what's this? The baby Metroid is found. GG's, that's the end of the game. Roll credits. No problems here. But unfortunately, Ridley's got some other plans. So you see Snake intentionally taking damage against Ridley. Otherwise, he'd have to fire 100 of those pea shooter shots into Ridley to skip through this cutscene. But it's much quicker to damage himself down to 24 HP. So he'll start his serious escape, having damaged himself down. Good door there. Series is a fixture of any Super Metroid speedrun. You won't find it in a randomizer, but all of the vanilla game categories do feature series as far as I know. And series can be deceptively difficult. Definitely some tricky movement and some tricky rooms, but Snake looking really sharp so far. All right, Snake finishes with a 40-30. Good series time. Just missed that one little jump there, but really good start from Snake. And Sirius Station explodes. Samus Aran gets to her gunship and goes down to the surface of planet Zebes. So this is Super Metroid any percent category speedrun. So we're going to see Snake pick up just the bare essentials. He won't be picking up 100% of the items, but as he mentioned in his introduction, he will be picking up an extra ammo pickup before Dragon. So Super Metroid starts off with Samus making it down to the planet Zebes, having to pick up some crucial items to kind of jumpstart the rest of the game, spawn all of the enemies, wake up the flora and fauna of planet Zebes that are out to kill Samus. You can see here Snake making his way down to Parlor. He's going to go down to the old Nestroid climb here using that moonfall technique. So he actually uncapped his fall speed by doing a moonwalk and then falling off the platform. He has moonwalk enabled, which allows him to do that. That trick is relatively recently discovered, I think within the last 3 to 4 years. So for a nearly 26-year-old game. I believe it turned 26 in March. So yeah, for an over 26-year-old game, still discovering new speed tech in it. It's very exciting. So it wouldn't be Super Metroid or any Metroid without the morphing ball. Snake picks that up. Morphing ball answers the age-old question of why can't Metroid crawl? And the answer is, of course, morphing ball. Now he's heading down into the construction zone, as it's called. All these rooms in Super Metroid speedrunning have some very clever and sometimes unique names, so he's picking up that first minor item, a missile pack. That is what kind of starts the rest of the game, allows the enemies to spawn. Goes for a nice little mock ball out of there, very nice. So Snake definitely looking sharp early as he makes his way through Retro Brinstar. You Nestroid fans definitely recognize these rooms. So he's gonna head back upstairs. Good elevator right there. And you'll find old Mother Brain's room is teeming with space pirates. Very nice jumps from Snake there. He gets pitless through old Tori and old Mother Brain there. And now going for wall jumps, switching to ledge grabs during the climb. The climb is a very, very challenging section, especially for new to novice speedrunners like myself. So definitely a big challenge. Snake playing it safe. He wants to maintain his energy here for when he comes to the first mini boss of the game. That's Bomb Torizo. If he doesn't enter the room with 100, or I should say 100% HP fill up, then he does run the risk of getting health bombed by Bomb Torizo's drops. Real smooth through the parlor here is Snake, looking really sharp here. Very nice movement so far. He's gonna open up that pink door with some missiles and grab those regular old bombs. And that's gonna allow him to awaken that Torizo statue. And that's gonna be the first mini boss of the game, Bomb Torizo. The trick to fighting Bomb Torizo is to space out the drops that he kind of launches these projectiles out of his mouth. You want to space out the missile drops, don't pick them all up at once, and keep your pea shooter shots to a multiple of 5. So Snake's got Bomb Torizo's chest blown open. He's continuing to deliver those pea shooter shots. He does get the decapitation animation, but finishes off BT very quickly. Nice fight from Snake. He'll leave Bomb Torizo and head back to Parlor, where he'll execute a series of jump inputs known as the Alcatraz escape, a very challenging technique. But Snake making it look oh so easy with that mid-air morph after 3 wall jumps. Very nice. So Snake heading down into Terminator. He's going to get the first energy tank of the game, just sitting out there in the open. Perfect placement for that. But coming up here, we're going to see the first major sequence break of the game. And that's when Snake is going to go for a movement technique known as the early supers mock ball. So Snake conserving his ammunition because he's got to open a pink door once he gets to Green Brinstar. He's just going to tank through those green pirates, using his iframes to get through about half of them. All right, Snake heading down to Green Brinstar now. We're going to see that early supers mock ball. He's going to maintain his forward run speed and then morph. Normally, if you move in morph ball form, you lose your speed and you travel at kind of a cap speed in morph ball form. But using this mock ball technique, as he jumps through the door, he's going to be able to maintain that speed. Great execution from Snake. That was a flawless early supers mock ball. You can see he gets under those gates. The game intends for you to have speed booster there, but not so for Snake. He grabs those super missiles. He avoids having to go visit Spore Spawn, having to fight Spore Spawn, and fall down to those Spore Spawn supers. And a nice moonfall down the Green Brinstar shaft. Very nice from Snake. Snake's into Pink Brinstar now, making his way through this giant wall that's just in the way, bombing through it. And he'll head into a room known as Big Pink, where he'll continue his item collection in this any percent speed run. So he's going to grab these missiles here, placed right above Charge Beam, and then head down through those bombable blocks to grab the Charge Beam itself. Now, the cool thing about the Charge Beam is it does allow Samus to charge her beam. That is, allow it to deal more damage. Now, the jury's still out about whether Mega Man X or Super Metroid invented this charge-up technique first, but there were some Mega Man games on the NES that had had the M Buster that you could charge. So, gotta tip the hat to Capcom here. Mega Man probably did it first, but as they say in the industry, imitation is the highest form of flattery. That was a terrific room from Snake while I was flapping my gums about Mega Man. This is Super Metroid hockey. Why don't you pay attention? Now, Green Hill Zone and over New Bridge looks very tidy from Snake. He's definitely setting a nice pace here. Brinstar is home to a lot of different areas of different colors, so he's made it from green to pink to red Brinstar as he continues his march towards the first major boss of the game, which is Kraid, which is the boss of Brinstar, but he's looking extra sharp so far. Heading through the Meridia Tube now. We'll definitely be seeing this area later on as he heads into that underwater section once he gets a couple more items. He's gonna just blow right through that wall there. A little super missile block. And then a really nice wall jump by the end of that precipice. Very nice as he enters Kraid, we call it Kraid's warehouse. That is home of Kraid. All the boss fights in Super Metroid have a lot of tech to fight them optimally that the runner must execute, and Kraid is no exception. We'll be seeing Snake set up for the Kraid Quick Kill, or KQK for short. First, he's got to make it through Mini Kraid's room. He's going to blow away those space pirates, and then blow away Mini Kraid. Oh, but he does get health bomb, but he's got great ammo. No problems there. I believe he had full supers, so no super drops from Mini Kraid required. And a nice D boost into that Ghidorah. Very nice from Snake. So now Snake taking position on a very specific part of that platform, waiting for Kraid to rise from the bottom. He's charging his shot, so he's going to have to deliver 4 super missiles to Kraid's mouth and stun lock him. Let's see if he goes for it again here. Oh, didn't quite get the stun lock, so he's going to be taking Kraid to prom. The last dance with Kraid is here. Get your sour please in chat. Hold up your lighters for your favorite song. Here we go as he delivers those missiles, an absolute fusillade of ammunition. Delivering the damage with supers and charge shots. Oh my goodness, what a fight from Snake. Solid Snake 982 takes down Kraid and gets that coveted Varia suit. So despite missing that Kraid quick kill, it is a little bit tricky. He does a terrific job of dealing with Kraid when he rose all the way up and started dancing. So very nice fight. That's one boss down of the so-called Golden 4 bosses. And now we'll see Snake heading his way back through Kraid's warehouse. I wonder if he's going to pick up the Kraid E-Tank. We call, at least I call it the janitor's closet of Kraid's warehouse. But I've also heard a couple other runners refer to it as the Frog Pocket, named for the enemies that occupy that room. And despite not jumping through the door and getting the good key hunter pattern, really well executed wall jumps there to avoid those key hunters. They do pack a wall up this early in the game with limited energy and only Varia suit to protect you. So yes, Snake does pick up the janitor's closet E-Tank of Kraid's warehouse. Good pickup. Always good to have more energy, more better. So now Snake, having completed the Kraid warehouse section of the game, he'll be heading down to Norfair to get an absolute plethora of exciting items. First and foremost among them is going to be the high jump boots. All right, quick super to that pink door. Supers also open pink doors for those of you unfamiliar with Super Metroid. As Snake heads in to get high jump boots. With those high jump boots, with those fresh kicks, it'll allow Snake to jump higher than ever thought possible. Now, remembering to destroy that Sova so he can unlock the door, skipping the missile pickup. And grabbing that high jump energy tank. Good pickup. He now has the minimum required amount of energy to complete the game. But more on that once we get towards the end of the game as far as energy requirements for the final boss fight. So still a little bit of cleanup here in Norfair to do for Snake. He's going to be heading to the amazing room known as Bubble Mountain. After making his way through the cathedral and the Rising Tide room, using a technique where you charge your beam and then spin jump through. It's called a pseudo screw attack. Screw attack, of course, being a completely OP item that you pick up late in the game in Super Metroid. But the charge beam allows you to do kind of a variation, a little bit, maybe not as strong or OP as screw attack, but still very helpful to make his way safely through all those enemies in the cathedral. Nice. Oh, entering that save room just to get enough run speed to be able to summit Bubble Mountain. Showing off that moonwalk, setting up. Oh, he got trolled by that cack attack at the King Cack at the top of Bubble Mountain. Now using a pseudo screw. Very nice. He has summited Bubble Mountain. He kills King Cack. The king is dead. Long live the king. As he heads up to grab the next major item, which is the speed booster. Now, the speed booster is not just for increased movement velocity or boosted speed, but using the speed booster, he will be able to use a movement technique known as the Shine Spark. The Shine Spark enables Snake to store up fast, if you will, and to unleash all of that fast at once. We'll be seeing it quite a bit from now on as Snake continues through this any percent run of Super Metroid. Alright, Snake getting great drops there, farming up 3 super missiles. He's still got one more major item to pick up, so he's going to head down into the so-called double chamber. Double chamber is a deceptively tricky room because those platforms, you can just phase right through them. Oh, took a little tumble there. He's going to back up, jump. Very nice recovery from Snake in double chamber. Picks up those wave missiles. Looking really sharp is Snake so far. And now he gets the wave beam. The secret of double chamber revealed to Snake. His shots will now pass through walls. So very, very good item. It also increases his firepower. Leaving double chamber can also be tricky, but not a problem for Snake with a nice wall jump off of that platform. So Snake has completed his Norfair cleanup, so he's gonna head straight to the exit, but he gets to take a little shortcut through the so-called Frog Way. So first we had a Frog Pocket, now we have a Frog Way, or Frog Speedway. Now that he's got that speed booster, he'll be able to pass harmlessly right through those frogs and blocks. And make his way back up to the business center of Norfair. Snake gonna head back up to Brinstar. Going with late ice pickup. I like this from Snake. I myself still pick up Ice Beam because I can't climb Red Tower worth a darn. But Snake gonna show off his climbing skills when he makes it to Red Tower. Looks like Snake's setting up for the Alpha Spark. He's got the stored fast. He's gonna unleash all of his fast simultaneously. If he just gotta get that door open. Oh! Shots didn't quite land, but a great attempt at an Alpha Spark. So now Snake back to Red Tower. He's gonna begin the arduous climb and be greeted by the room at the top of the Red Tower known as the Hellway, given all the dangers that are in that room. Definitely looking sharp so far is Snake. He's going to blow open that ceiling, drop down, and then begin his wall jump.
Do you have a sec for a quick donation?
Absolutely.
So we had a $150 donation from MH Zoda.
Woo,
so
let's
I don't
go.
know if that's going towards save or kill. Oh, it's going towards save apparently.
Oh
I just got
my
confirmation. So save the animals.
Animals.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, thank you, Azuma. Save the animals, forget the frames, says Zoda. I think Save has taken a pretty commanding lead here. We're gonna see if we can change that. But this commentator's not biased or anything. Really swaggy D-boost from Snake as he gets those alpha power bombs. Very, very nice. And avoids falling into the Vile Plume. Very, very nice movement from Snake as he exits alpha PBs. He's got the power bombs. He's got almost everything he needs to complete the game, so he's just gonna keep on blasting.
Jesus.
Wow, seeing in chat now, Save at 329.28, kill at $100. So Save with a commanding lead, but there's still a lot of Super Metroid speedrun left. Of course, I'm gonna shamelessly plug Kill because we gotta save the frames. We're not gonna go with the canonical ending, are we? Where you save the Etecoons and Decora? Well, we'll see. We still got a long way to go. Now Snake setting up for a little movement technique here called a short charge. He's going to use less linear distance to store that shine spark and spark across the so-called moat. Normally you would need grapple beam or just be really, really good at continuous wall jumping or horizontal bomb jumping to get across the moat, as they do in the so-called new route. But now you see Snake setting up for another short charge as he's going to cross the ocean. Oh, I really like that. I've never seen that before. Snake with a really, really nice jump. Kind of a hybrid strat between old route and new route. I really, really impressed by that movement. That was terrific. So Snake has made it to the next section of the game, which is the wrecked ship. The lights are off and there's plenty of ghosts and other dangerous things around. But Snake, before he can progress through the wrecked ship, he's got to go toe-to-toe with the ghost with the most reset runs. And that is Fantoon, the boss of the wrecked ship. Quick energy farm from those atomics. Those enemies almost always drop large health. And now he's got his ammunition, he's got his health, he's ready to go toe-to-toe with Fantoon. Fantoon as a boss has some tricky patterns. You can open with a slow, mid, or fast pattern. And then his eye can also snap shut in a slow, medium, or fast as well. So I think that was a mid pattern from Fantoon. Snake not quite getting those missiles to connect with Fantoon's open eye, but Fantoon's going to reappear, and Snake's just going to come out blasting. got Powerbomb Slide. He's going to use the X Factor strat. Oh, only got one of the particles to land, so he'll be unable to shoot until the rest of those particles clear off the screen. But Fantoon, fortunately here, gifting him with at least a mid-pattern to clear those particles, so now he can have his ability to fire restored. Fantoon really being trolly today, but Snake showing great poise, great determination in the face of adversity, fighting this ghost. He's delivering absolute fusillade of missiles, going for another X Factor. Oh, didn't quite get that to connect. He was extremely close. Fantoon just a hair too fast, whizzing by the screen there. But Fantoon has color change. He's definitely taken some serious damage. And Snake's looking real sharp here. His health is in great condition. And he has done it. The ghost is busted. Don't worry about calling the Ghostbusters. We got Solid Snake 1982 to do all the ghost busting for us. A very nice fight from Snake as he dispatches Fantoon. That's 2 bosses down and 2 to go. And power has been restored to the wrecked ship, so he's free to explore it at his leisure. So you see him begin to head straight up through the wrecked ship, heading to a room called the Attic. But first, before he does that, he's got to pick up some more ammunition, another Super Missile pack. Super Missiles are a coveted resource in Super Metroid speedrunning. And you know what they say, more ammo, more better. Snake's in the attic. Now he's got to defeat all the enemies to unlock the door. He opens with a power bomb to just soften him up before switching to ammunition to just destroy all of them. Attic is a very, very difficult room to execute optimally, but Snake doing a great job so far, opening that door and heading outside. So the prize of the wrecked ship is another suit upgrade, which is the gravity suit. For those of you familiar with Metroid, the Metroid Prime series, or Super Metroid itself, you know that the gravity suit is the swaggiest of the swag, that beautiful purple paint job. But it also gives increased damage protection, as well as friction-free movement through the water. And now Snake's just got to cross these spikes. He's going to enter the so-called bowling cutscene, and I think now would be a great time for a donation.
Yeah, I agree, Hockey. It's finally time for a little bit of a break. Whew.
Doing great, Snake. Keep it up. Set that pace. Keep on destroying all those enemies of Zebus. On Zebus, I should say. All right, we didn't quite get the donation read, but hey, that is absolutely okay because we got a cylinder containing a big old stack of fluffy buttermilk pancakes known as the gravity suit. Gets me fired up. And now just to set chat against each other at this Game Over Cancer charity marathon, is the gravity suit pink or is it purple? You discuss. For me, the jury is still out on it, but we'll see what chat has to say. As Snake, now with the ability to move through water, is going to go straight to the underwater section of the game known as Meridia.
Yo.
Meridia is actually my favorite part of the game because of the soundtrack and at least 50% of it. Purple in the fall, pink in the spring. Kung Fused Mike, not only do you have a super awesome nickname on Twitch, but that is a great statement. Oh, that's absolutely wonderful. I'm gonna borrow that if I can. So Snake with a quick farm up here through the Hellway. Not too shabby at all. As he makes his way back down the red tower. So for those of you who remember watching the commercials for Super Metroid on the television, as it's called, you remember seeing blowing open the Meridia tube. Oh, I really like this play. A moonfall straight down red tower into the so-called Sloater's refill. Get that energy in tip-top condition. Very, very good, Snake. I love that play. I love the Sloater's refill. It's so conveniently located. You can just get that energy all the way up before going to a very challenging section of the game, which is Meridia. Oh, Snake grabbed by the yapping maw. Almost grabbed again, but just shakes it off. He will dust himself off and try again. Just like Aaliyah before us. Really looking sharp here as he makes his way into the Meridia tube and blows it open with a power bomb. Can I get some sour pleases in chat for the best track on the soundtrack? As Snake heads into the fish tank, he's got to make some very precise wall jumps here before he heads into the next room to climb Mount Everest, as it's called. He's going to do another short charge technique here, saving that Shine Sparks, unleashing that stored fast, and summiting Mount Everest in one fell swoop. Very nice from Snake. So now Snake, energy and ammunition looking terrific. He's going to head into the aqueduct, and I believe he said this is where he might, yeah, this is where he's going to pick up more ammo. So he's going to spark through the ceiling. There's a missile pack and a super missile pack. I think he was trying to avoid that missile pack, but he picks it up anyway. No problems there. And grabs those coveted super missiles. You can never have too many supers in Super Metroid. Quick trip through the crumble blocks, and he's ready to do battle to the death with that terrible water snake Baotuan. So here we have some failed space pirate attempts at reverse engineering Metroids. They're called Mocktroids, but Snake just blowing right by them. No problems there. He's going to do battle, go toe-to-toe with Baotuan. Looks like he's going to use charge shots, going to conserve some of those supers. Going to land those charge shots on Baotuan. He has the crappiest, if you'll excuse the expression, the worst hitbox in the game. You think your shots are landing, but they just harmlessly hit his body. Very unfair. And just shooting those little green particles at him. Just like Will Smith in Independence Day, you did not shoot that green stuff at me, says Snake, as Baotuan increases the speed of his patterns as he continues to take damage. Snake's really got him on the ropes here, and he is defeated. Well done, Snake. All right, for defeating Baotuan, not only does Snake get to continue playing through the game, but he gets rewarded with an energy tank. So that'll bring his total number of energy tanks all the way up to 4. And we'll see if he has any other energy tank pickups left in the run. He did say that he was going to be taking some safety strats, etc. Going to go with a quick farm here before heading into the Coliseum. I like this farm technique from Snake. That quicksand is very difficult to jump out of, but he just mashes that jump button to make a tidy escape from the quicksand once his farming is complete. Very nice technique there. All right, restoring to wall jumps, making his way into the Coliseum. He'll have to take some D-boosts and some precise wall jumping to cross through the Coliseum. It is possible to shine spark across it, but it's extremely challenging to execute. This is probably the most challenging wall jump, but Snake gonna back up, give it another chance. Take one more stab at it. Well executed from Snake, very nice.
I'm loving these energy drops.
All right, 2 bosses down with a nice moonfall into the Ghidorah, destroying that eye door. Very, very nice from Snake. Into Dragon's room to do battle with the Shrimp of Shrimps, the leader of all Meridia shrimp kind, and that is Dragon. Snakes has got Power Bomb selected, so I think he's going to go with a little 1-2 combo here. He's going to use an X Factor special beam combo using that wave beam, and then into a Shine Spark. Dragon, the only boss of the game, I believe, that is susceptible to damage from Shine Sparks. So Dragon continuing to swoop. And now, Snake getting the pattern he wants, waiting for Dragon to goop. Gonna deliver those missiles, deliver all that damage to Dragon's vulnerable belly. Alright, Dragon continuing to goop. And Snake continuing to pound Dragon with those supers and regular missiles. Good fight so far. All right, Dragon with a couple swoops, but Snake expertly avoiding them, switching back Dragon missiles and finishing off Dragon. Well fought from Snake. Down goes Dragon. That's right, Siberian Bull hit him in his weak spot to do massive damage. And Snake getting his reward for defeating Dragon, which is the space jump. Now, the space jump outside of water has kind of a specific rhythm to it, but when Samus is underwater, you can just spam that, just jump on through, no problems whatsoever. Snake showing off that spammable space jump right there as he heads back through the Coliseum. Taking a nice running start there on that platform to maintain his momentum as he just spin jumps right through the Coliseum. Well done, well executed. Snake's not done with Meridia yet. He's going to be stopping over to grab the last beam pickup of the game in terms of major item collection. The Plasma Beam, which will, if he had picked up Spazer, would replace Spazer, the much maligned or much revered Spazer, depending on which camp you fall into. I personally like Spazer a lot, but it does not hold a candle to the Plasma Beam. The Plasma Beam is just too strong. So definitely a tricky series of rooms here for Snake. And oh my goodness, he was just frames away from getting the so-called Plasma Spark. Oh my goodness, could this commentator say so-called anymore while doing commentary? My goodness. My goodness, but almost got the Plasma Spark. I give him huge props for going for it. Very nice from Snake, giving us a great show in this charity marathon supporting Game Over Cancer. Absolutely wonderful. So Snake's into the Plasma Room. He's going to get that beam. He's going to destroy all those pink pirates, unlocking the door and allowing him to progress. Because Snake's still remembering that fight from Sirius Station with Ridley. I think we want a rematch. And we're going to see a rematch as Snake begins the arduous journey through Meridia back to Brinstar, back to Norfair. My goodness. All these locations revisited. Gotta love that gated non-linearity of the Metroid series. Alright, Snake definitely showing off this moonfall technique. He's gonna shoot a super down there, take this very, very good, well-placed fast travel tube all the way back to the beginning of Meridia. Those in the Super Metroid speedrun community refer to that as the toilet, but I've never really liked that name. I think we have to come up with a new name for it. I'm all for bucking tradition when it comes to Super Metroid speedrunning, when it comes to naming things. So, Chad, if you can come up with a more creative name than toilet, just let us know. You know, submit a letter to the president of the Super Metroid speedrunning community, whoever that might be. Leave that as an exercise for the viewer and listener to figure out for themselves. But Snake looking extra sharp, making his way downtown. Got Plasma Beam, and he's Norfair bound. So very, very nice run so far. All right, Chad has divided themselves from this commentator. We're sticking with the toilet name. Very unfortunate. And now Snake gonna go ahead and pick up that ice beam. This late ice pickup will give him. It looks like I misspoke. He says this is the last beam pickup that he's gonna get. He's got the plasma beam. Now he's gonna get the ice beam. The late ice pickup, as I said. It'll allow him to freeze enemies, but it will complete his beam combo. Each charge shot will do a whopping 900 damage. Yeah, Strizer, I suppose we could call it that, but you know your old pal Hockey trying to keep it PG. But I guess if it's the organizer of the event, I guess you can get away with it, right? Not gonna get beat up too much for that. So Snake has completed his beam combo. He's fully strapped up. He's taken the Croc Speedway. This is the fastest way, I believe, to get to Lower Norfair from ice. But you won't see any Crocomire fights. No grapple beam required for this speedrunner. Snake looking extra sharp, making his way to the entrance to Lower Norfair. Bypasses the Nutella refill. No need to refill the energy. He's got only 11 energy away from full health, so very good health conservation by Snake as he continues his run. His ammo is on point, his energy is on point, so very terrific stuff so far. All right, Snake's got full power bombs. He's going to not take any damage from the lava outside of the Lower Norfair elevator. He's going to show off that spammable spin jump underwater, or under lava, if you will, as he makes his way to the Lower Norfair elevator. And now we're giving our ears a treat with one of the best tracks of the game, Lower Norfair. It's like a death march, but the only things marching to their doom, to their death, are the enemies that stand in Snake's way as he just powers through, destroying everything in sight, setting up for very tight short charge here. Oh, didn't quite get it, so he's going to use it back up here. He's going to power bomb those pillars and just space jump right across. So great backup from Snake. Really tough section of the game, perhaps the hardest, even with his item loadout. And now he enters the worst room in the game. He's going to play it safe, destroy all of those gold pirates. No messing about. He's going to blow open the ceiling with a power bomb. So that room got its name because for the longest time there was not an optimal way to traverse through it. But Snake, with a very, very good strategy there to just destroy all those enemies. It's very easy to die in worst room in the game, but also easy to die in the following room, this so-called amphitheater. There I go again saying so-called. I got a thesaurus right in front of me, and you know what? So-called isn't in it, so I'm just gonna keep saying so-called. No choice whatsoever. The thesaurus has failed me, and so has my speaking ability. But Snake has not failed any of us or himself as he does battle with these red key hunters. They do pack a wallop. Looking for those plasma shots to allow him to clip through them using the enemy's iframes, but not quite getting it, but that is absolutely okay. His health still looks great. Health is on point as he makes it down to the wasteland. You gotta avoid taking too much damage from those giant side hoppers, those Disgigas. Try to say that my commentary is a little bit like wrestling. Well, right now I'm wrestling with the English language, trying to get the words from my brain to come voluminously out of my mouth, but I'm getting a little tongue-tied. No problem at all as Snake heads into the so-called metal pirates room. There, I said it again. My goodness, I can't stop saying it. And Snake can't stop dominating. 2 charged plasma shots each. Oh, a single plasma shot on that last pirate. A terrific room from Snake. Very nicely done. Very impressive. Snake really hitting his stride here as he just space jumps right across and goes straight into do battle to the death with Ridley. With this beam combo, Snake's got to land 20 shots, doing a total of 18,000 damage. And that'll be all Ridley wrote. A good start here. Very good start here from Snake. Getting that nice left side pogo pattern manipulated. Very nice, landing those charge shots. See, Ridley's already taken on 1 color change. He has several color changes throughout this fight. The last and brightest red color change signifying that he is almost dead. And he increases his aggression level to 11 on a 10-point scale as Snake continues to deliver the damage, pounding Ridley with those charge shots. He's got Ridley almost defeated. Ridley's going to swoop down and pick him up. And really just explodes. No pickup this time. You saw Snake trying to jump into his claws to expedite the process, but really nice fight. Really nice fight from Snake, and he's going to go ahead and pick up that Ridley E-Take. And my goodness, that capsule, we haven't seen that capsule since the beginning of the game. We haven't seen Ridley since the beginning of the game, and that capsule is empty. The baby Metroid is on the loose. Samus has to continue her, I was going to say exploration, no, continue her investigation of the planet Zebes to find that baby Metroid. So now, Snake, having picked up that energy, picked up that E-Tank, he's got full energy as he makes his Norfair, lower Norfair escape. Not just any Norfair now, that's lower Norfair. Lower Norfair escape, regardless of category, can be tricky because the enemies all hit like a train. And resources in any percent speedrun are limited despite the safeties that Snake has acquired. No mucking about from Snake as he destroys that Disgiga, making his way back through the wasteland. Now into the Red Key Hunter shaft. He's going to be heading up to Firefly to continue his lower Norfair escape, a long slog through the most challenging section of the game. I don't know if we're going to see a Firefly E-Tank picked up from Snake. He does have 5 energy tanks. It looks like we won't as he makes his way up through Firefly, avoiding those fireballs and those boulders. Just precariously placed and all time to roll towards Samus. I don't know what controls them besides just some code that the Deer Force team put into this game. But he's almost out of trouble. He's almost out of danger. There's one more room to go, perhaps the most dangerous. The three musketeers, those three key hunters awaiting him. But Snake's got something for him, a couple charge shots. No messing around from Snake. Not taking any chances. He's done a fabulous job in this any percent run. Now, Snake has done it. He has escaped from Lower Norfair. Samus Aran probably going to call the Better Business Bureau. I want a refund. This is the worst escape room I've ever been to. I almost lost my life. I had to bring the most powerful beam combo I had. 0 out of 5 stars. Would not escape room again. No way. Anyway, so another trip through the Frog Speedway for Snake as he heads back to the business center to make it back to Brinstar. But really nice movement. Very, very good run so far from Snake. He's defeated all 4 Golden 4 statue bosses. He's ready to enter Torian for a final showdown with the Mother Brain. He's just got to get there. Back to Brinstar. It's never looked so good, but it's going to be a short trip because the fastest way to G4 is through Meridia. So Snake with Space Jump now going to be able to spam all the way through this underwater section, making his way all the way up top back to Red Brinstar, back to Red Tower. A really tidy wall jumps through the fish tank there, making his way back to Mount Everest. And we'll see what the fate of the Sephi/Ponk fish is. I don't know what Snake does to the fish. Oh, he ignored it very good. Bless RNG, blesses this run. The Sephi fish, Ponk fish lives, at least for a little while longer. Brings a lot of good luck to this run. Very nice, very classy move from Solid Snake 1982. All right. Snake has made it all the way back to the surface, back to his ship. And now I think would be a great time for some donations.
Okay, so we have no new donations at the moment. But we do want to say a huge thank you to the people for supporting the event, everybody who's run so far, who's been hanging out all this weekend, and we're still just getting started. We haven't even hit the 24-hour mark yet. We have, I believe it's 54 hours straight of speed runs. So going from, I guess, Friday night my time all the way until Monday morning. So in it for the long haul, and I hope you guys hang out. We do have some prizes, incentives, a couple bid wars, category bid war, and choosing the character coming up. And yeah, I hope you guys stay tuned and continue to enjoy the rest of the runs. And best of luck, Snake, on the rest of yours. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much, Simply Azuma. So it looks like Save the Animals is winning by a landslide. We're counting on you, chat. We're counting on you to make this a closer donation incentive. My goodness.
Yeah,
Snake, how you doing? Live from G4.
This run's feeling really good right now, Hockey, and I gotta say thank you very much to you for doing a great job on commentary.
You know me, Snake. It's my absolute pleasure to do anything Super Metroid related, but especially for one of my friends who runs Super Metroid as well as you do. It's been a great run so far.
Yeah, a couple mistakes here and there, but nothing major. Everything that needed to go right went right, so that's good. I just wanted to say thank you to Sephi, believe it or not, and Melanox, and Lethargic Waldo, and Cultaho, and Strizer86 himself, ladies and gentlemen, for helping get me into Super Metroid. Believe it or not, I actually learned this game originally just to play Link to the Past combo randomizer with Strizer and Nidorific. So there's a little backstory for you guys.
That's absolutely terrific, Snake. Thank you
Oh,
for
no.
sharing that with us. Give major shout outs to Strizer. This is a terrific event, but Snake also learning this game to be able to do combo rando. That's a terrific story.
Yeah, I love this game, man. It's so fun. The movement tech and the way you play it, it's just so amazing. Thank you very much to everybody who's helped me with it all on the way. And, you know, it's not just my effort that's gone into this, which a little bit has, but I like to be able to show off one of the greatest video games of all time because it's such a great game.
Absolutely. Definitely a highly optimized, highly challenging speed game, but very rewarding to run. And with amazing longevity, this game came out in 1994.
Sorry, Hockey. Okay, I'm gonna mute.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Snake.
No, I'm just laughing because I can't believe I got through that Metroid room.
Oh, that was terrific. Those grouping strats were on point.
Oh no!
Full ammunition, too.
Minimize my game. It's okay, we're fine. Okay, pray. Everybody pray for me.
We're praying for you, Snake. Let's see it.
We're gonna try it.
Snake setting up for a baby skip here. Or maybe not. He's taking all.
No,
the
we're gonna
suits
do
off.
both. We're gonna do both.
We're gonna do both. We gonna do both, Chad. Absolutely wonderful. I like that. I like that. In case you don't get it.
First try, boys!
Dude, Snake, you slay me, man.
Oh my god!
Absolutely slay me. Oh my goodness. Game over cancer. I do believe we're losing cabin pressure right
Oh
now.
my god.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
So Snake gonna take a little refill of his energy here, but a great attempt at the very, very challenging trick, the baby skip. Instead, executing a flawless baby skip.
That's right.
So
That's
very
right.
nice.
That was the plan the whole time. Oh my
Oh
god.
man, ammunition looking terrific. Snake, do you set up for the ice zep skip?
I do the ice zips. I do the ice zip skip, yes.
Excellent, excellent. Bless RGs for your zep skip. We'll love to see it.
If I mess it up, I'll reset the room. I do this so much.
You hear that rumbling.
We got
Samus
it,
just
we got
climbed
it.
off her motorcycle to execute this ice zep skip.
This freaking motorcyclist, man.
Flawless execution. He despawns the rest of the Zepatite, saving his ammunition. Well done from Solid Snake 1982. And now just pulverizing Mother Brain 1 with missiles and supers.
That's the good thing about this safety. You got so many missiles, you can just go nuts at the end.
Very,
Oh.
very well fought. Very nice.
Okay, this is
Now-
still not over, guys.
It ain't over till it's over, but we're coming up on the save kill end of that incentive, right?
Yes. So if
Oh my
Azuma
goodness.
or Strizer or whoever's in charge would like to let us know whether it's save or kill after this Mother Brain fight, that would be amazing.
Absolutely. So Mother Brain 2 has also got, or also has, 18,000 HP, but Snake with that full beam combo.
What was
delivering
that?
900 HP of damage per shot. Oh, just getting a little grazed by that ketchup beam. Mother Brain's ketchup beam, her most powerful attack, but it didn't look like Snake.
Oh, I forgot to D down. I'm a bad player. I'm a bad player. Don't look at the screen.
No, you're terrific. You're doing a great job, Snake. You've given us a terrific run of this game.
That cost me time, Hockey. I would have saved a lot of time
All right.
here.
So if you complete the Mother Brain fight with too much energy, Mother Brain will fire some onion rings and some other shots at you to damage you down even further before the baby cutscene begins. So what do you think, Snake? Is this where you want to cut it off for safe kill?
Yeah, this would be the point. Yep. Please and thank you.
Okay, guys, you want to know the current standings?
I have a feeling I don't want to know.
It is 329 for save, 120 for kill. There was a very last-minute donation. They tried. $20 that went to kill. It says greetings programs, Mr. Destructoid, hockey commentary, best commentary.
Oh my goodness, I know who that is. That's Pliskin LD. Shoutouts to Pliskin. Thank you for the donation.
Yes.
Pliskin, I appreciate you trying to save me some frames, buddy. Hockey, I appreciate the hundo too, man. Thank you.
Oh, absolutely.
Everybody who donated for this incentive, thank you guys very much. This is all going to a great cause. Canadian Cancer Society. It's something I believe in. My mom had cancer when I was a little younger, so I'm definitely, somebody who's been affected.
No, absolutely, Snake. Absolutely. Cancer's a terrible disease. It affects
That's right.
pretty much everybody. A loved one or a friend or of your family, whoever might have it. So it's absolutely wonderful to be a part of this. Absolutely wonderful to be supporting this. What else is absolutely wonderful is Snake finishing strong against Mother Brain 3.
She bubbled me right away. That was so crazy.
But look at the rhythm. Look at the speed of the shots, avoiding the onion rings, devastating damage output, 1,000 damage per shot, 36,000 HP for Mother Brain. You do the math. That's 36 shots, getting the color change, absolutely destroying Mother Brain 3. Well done, Snake.
This is so sick. This could have been a PB if I didn't have a bad fan tune.
You're running awfully close to your PB.
Yeah, this is really good. Yeah, this is a good run. This might be second fastest, guys. No joke.
Absolutely, absolutely, Snake. If you like what you've seen here, please give this runner a follow.
And check out Hockey Towner, the Hockey Towner.
Oh my gosh.
Because he does some amazing commentary and streams of his own. The Hockey Towner. He does.
Maybe I stream like once every 8
You know what,
months,
man?
maybe, I don't know.
I was watching your stream when you were streaming Metroid, and it was so amazing because you're just great with the crowd, and you're just chilling and hanging out, and you're having a good time.
Oh man. Well, Snake, you flatter me. Thank you so much. It's been my absolute pleasure. It's been a treat to do commentary on this Super Metroid run. Really nice moonfall in the Leodoc's room as Snake makes his way during the escape, showing off those wall jumps and space jumps. And now just got to get one final spark up the climb.
All day, baby.
Go with the right side spark. Terrific execution from Snake. And now remember, we gotta save the
That's right. That's right.
Back that train up, Snake. Pull it back into
It's a good thing somebody reminded me. I would have forgot. That's a real possibility.
We gotta get him off this planet.
Oh, I bonked. Sang. Dang. Alright. Get on out of here. Get on out of here.
Get on, get.
Get on.
Go. Free yourselves. No, Snake, get out of there. The rising lava.
The acid?
The acid, get out of there. Oh my gosh, captain pressure was restored and now we've lost it again. Oh
Dude,
my
that
goodness.
freaking monkey didn't want to leave.
That is unbelievable. Snake through
Alright,
the
that's
parlay,
time.
saving the
Time.
He makes it all the way to the ship. The planet is exploding, and he finishes with an official time of 1 hour, 1 minute, and 8 seconds. GG's to Solid Snake 1982 on a terrific run of Super Metroid any percent. Give him a hand, chat. That was terrific.
Oh, man. Okay.
Way to go, Snake. GG's. What do you think, man? That was a really good run.
Thank you, Dragon Metal Princess, Confused Mike, Guy Next Door, I Don't Know, Siberian Bull, Jeremy Arreo, Cookie Dough Donut, Strizer, Quickie Mart, Simply Azuma, Bonkstrats, Mr. Otter, Pliskin, and Cookie Dough one more time. Appreciate you guys throwing those GGs out. I thought that was a great run, Hockey. You, of course, did the job, sir. You came in and you brought the energy. I appreciate you showing off your unique voiceover skills and helping me present one of the best games of all time, Super Metroid. Thank you again to Strizer and everybody who helped organize. I'd also like to say thank you to all the other runners for keeping the amazing energy up and inspiring me to get a great run in. Thanks again, you guys. I really enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoy the credits. And once again, I will see you next mission, baby.
Absolutely terrific stuff from Snake. I can't follow that. I echo all of his sentiments. That was absolutely amazing. So thank you so much, Strizer. Thank you, everybody that is participating, whether as a viewer, a runner, an organizer, a host, a donator, any capacity with Game Over Cancer. It's a tremendously good cause, and it's an honor and a privilege not only to be the announcer for Snake's Super Metroid Any Percent run, but to be part of such an amazing event. So thank you so very much.